Welcome back to my channel, The Fat Vegetarian. Now, if you were here because you were expecting this week's episode of ANN, then I am sorry, you are going to be gravely disappointed. Because this morning, I woke up with the message of manifestation heavy on my heart. And I knew that meant that I needed to spread this message to all of my beautiful and gorgeous followers. I'm going to break down really quickly what it means to manifest something and also to meditate. Now, manifestation is simply imagining your dreams into reality. And you use meditation to pay attention to life. Because, baby, what you pay attention to becomes your life. All right, guys, let's get ready for this week's episode. On Monday, I'm sure many of you witnessed that we had a full moon and an eclipse. And so a full moon signifies keeping our emotions in check, being aware of everything that's happening around us. And also, the eclipse signifies a transitional phase in our lives. It basically means wiping the slate clean. We're going to be starting fresh. So because of this, I did a complete purge of my closet. I let go of things that no longer suit me. I can no longer fit them. I don't know why I kept them for so long. Probably because I am a hoarder. I also, as you guys just saw, made a new intro, just preparing myself and my page for the new phase of my life. Whatever that means, whatever God has planned for me. And by doing this, I am manifesting what I want for my life. So we are going to be in the transitional eclipse phase until May, meaning we have a solid 6 months to start manifesting what we want out of our lives. Guys, we can no longer just sit back and just assume that stuff is going to start happening to us. That's not the way life works. And if you think it is, then I am really sorry to burst your bubble. But you're going to have a really, really long and struggle life if you're just going to sit around thinking that things are just going to come to you. You have to manifest it. And not only do you have to manifest it, you have to work for it. You have to start applying and doing the things that you have dreamt about, the things that you know you need to be doing. So growing up, I was raised to believe that any type of astrology, numerology, or even a horoscope was the work of the devil. My mother is a firm believer that you should steer clear and run away from any type of prediction of your future. Which, by the way, I find a little contradictory because we went to Barnacles every single Sunday and not church. But I digress. So it wasn't until a few months ago when I started becoming more aware and more interested in the spirituality that's going around me. I started paying attention to the omens that God has been dropping throughout my life to follow my goal. And honestly, to be quite real with you, it wasn't until I finished reading The Alchemist, which you guys all know is about a boy that follows his dreams and goes through an extreme journey to reach his goal. And I became extremely inspired by this story. That's when I became obsessed with the theory of manifestation and meditation. So I'm going to tell you guys a little story. Now bear with me, I promise you it's going to come to a head, okay? Just follow my journey. So from the time when I was born, I was full of personality. I mean, I seriously came out talking and smiling. And for as long as I could remember, all I ever wanted to do was make people laugh. Even as a baby, I mean, seriously, as a 2-year-old baby, I was doing impressions of my babysitter and Whitney Houston just to make my parents laugh, just to see the smile on their faces. I would take my parents' camera and literally set it up in my room and talk to the camera like I'm talking to you right now. Literally about absolutely nothing. I mean, what are you even talking about at 6 and 7 years old? Absolutely nothing. But I say all of it is to say that God shows us who we are as a child. But as we grow, and because we're stupid humans, we ignore all of the signs and omens that God has placed in our lives. As I mentioned earlier, my father worked in television, so he was able to get me a work-study job at my college TV station. Now, going in, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to do a damn thing. In fact, everyone at the TV station at the time was looking at me like, how did her privileged ass get this job? Do you know how many journalism majors could actually benefit from this job? But guys, that's the thing. God has a plan for you, and what's meant for you can't nobody take away. I took that opportunity and did the best I could. I learned everything that I could about television. I even learned how to edit, which, crazy enough, the guy that taught me how to edit is now a leading character on Lock and Key on Netflix. Look how small that world is, y'all. Thank you, Eric Grease. You will forever be in my heart, because without you, boo-boo, I wouldn't be able to edit this video right now. God has a plan for each and every single one of us, and He is preparing us for it. All we have to do is just pay attention and follow through with what He has placed in our hearts to do. And I promise you, once you do that, you're going to start seeing things in your life that you've always wanted for yourself start to manifest. This time last year, I had just turned 34. And I was all over the place. And I prayed to God asking Him, please show me what you want me to do. I am pretty much middle-aged and still don't have a clue what I'm supposed to do. Why am I here? And from that point, I did my very first vlog where I talked about following my dream to California. Because growing up, I literally didn't really have any dream outside of just knowing that I needed to be in California. I didn't know why. I just knew. I knew that location, that being in California is where I needed to be. And since being here, I have discovered who I am and started following a path that, quite frankly, I didn't even think was possible for me. I never even knew being an actress and having a television host was in the cards for me, guys. That's the thing about just doing and answering the calls that God places on your heart. If you don't do it, you're honestly never going to know. The thing about manifestation, to really start seeing the benefits come through fruition in your life, you have to be specific with your affirmations. Meaning, you have to call out to Jesus or the universe, whatever you want to call Him, exactly what you want. Like, if you say you want a dog, what kind of dog? You say you want a new car. What kind of car? I most recently have started becoming extremely specific with what I want. I'm no longer just saying I want to be a host. I want to be a television host. I want to have my own TV channel. I want to have a whole Alana mogul. I want to be known like Oprah. That's what I want. I want my message to be spread through the world. And so these are the things that I am asking. These are the things that I am now being more specific about. It's really important to speak and think both positively, because life is listening, y'all. If you speak negatively on something good that God has given you, life remembers. Guys, be very careful with your thoughts and your words. They have all of the power to make your dreams come true. Now, I know some of you are watching this like, what the fuck is this hippie talking about? She wants me to think about something and it's going to come true? Well, guys, that's exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't actually believe that you can do something, you're not going to do it. You have all of the power. The only excuse is up to you. If you want to keep sitting on your couch thinking and dreaming about something that you've always wanted and not actually make that first step, then that's on you, boo-boo. I can't help you. All I can do is spread this message. For those of you that do believe in manifestation and affirmations and meditation, I'm sure, just like all of us, life hits a snag. What do we do to manage our expectations for something that we have called out for, something that we have manifested, something that we put out there, and it doesn't come true, or it doesn't happen the way that you want it to happen, or the time that it took for it to happen. How do you manage those expectations? The best way to handle your expectations is to, rather than thinking about what I didn't get, what I wanted, shift your thought process to thinking what I learned from this experience. How can I do better? How can I grow? That is how you change your mindset and start thinking positively and start ignoring all of the noise around you. And that's where meditation comes into play. The purpose of meditation is to embrace your inner peace, to learn how to keep calm when literally the world around you is falling into pieces. Through the practice of meditation, you will learn how to control your emotions to life challenges. You will learn to just focus on how you respond and how you think about what's happening around you. So you guys have a choice. You can choose to cry, moan, and complain when something doesn't go your way or you didn't get what you wanted. Or you can learn how to think about each situation as a learning experience. What you can take away from it, the experience. How you can add to it. How you can grow from it. For example, I made this really huge announcement, as you guys know, that I was going to be on Let's Make a Deal because I was an actual contestant, meaning I actually got to play the game. I got to be up there with Wayne Brady, but they didn't show not 1 second of it. And I was so excited and proud that I was finally going to be on national television. So of course, naturally, I was bummed as hell. But rather than crying, complaining, and moaning like, woe is me, I'd lost my opportunity, this was my chance, I decided to just think about all the things that I gained from that experience. I got to meet Wayne Brady. I literally got to have a full-on conversation with him. How many people can say they got to do that? I also got to witness the inner workings of how a TV show comes together. I got to see everybody in their places, how a host interacts with the audience and the people on TV. I learned all of that. So that is my takeaway from being on Let's Make a Deal. Even though I did get zonked in the end, which is probably good that it didn't come up on TV, that's not the point. The point is, rather than just thinking negatively about that experience, I'm going to take it and I'm going to grow from it. So another thing that we need to focus on is learning how to listen to the omens that God has put out for us in the universe. And that can come in the form of many different things. It can come in the form of your mama, your best friend, or literally someone that you've never even met before. For instance, when I was in college, they had this really huge Halloween festival and the college brought in a psychic. Now, going into this, I literally paid that woman no mind. Because first of all, I'm like, the college brought a psychic? This has got to be some kind of scam, somebody's fraud. You know, I ain't paid no mind. And I really didn't pay her any mind because of what she said to me. So when I got into the room with her, I asked her straight up about, if I was going to have a husband, a family, what I was going to do with myself, what kind of career I was going to have. And this is when I was like, oh, this lady crazy. I didn't pay her no mind because she said to me, oh, you're going to have your family very soon, which I was like, what? I'm in college, lady. I ain't having no kind of family. Ain't no kid coming out. And as you guys know, a girl had a baby in college. So when she got to the career question, that's when I really was like, let me get out of this room. Because she said I was going to be a teacher. And I was like, what? I'm going to be nobody's teacher. I don't like kids, lady. But she was like, not that kind of teacher. You're going to be a leader of the people. Everyone is going to be interested in what you have to say. And you're going to be the one to guide people into a light. I was like, now this lady is banana nut crazy. Because at the time, public speaking scared the hell out of me. In fact, I was in public speaking in college at the time, and I cried giving a speech because I had to be up in front of everybody. So when she said this to me, I was like, okay, I've wasted my time and my night. I I could have just got me some candy corn and hung with my friends. But little did I know, everything that she said came true, guys. So I'm going to end today's video with a couple of things. One, today is the day, guys. No more excuses. You have until May before the transitional eclipse period is done. So why not take advantage of wiping your slate clean and starting fresh? Becoming the person that you want to become today, guys. Today. I'm also going to insert this powerful video that I saw from Will Smith right now, right here.
There's a redemptive power that making a choice has, you know, rather than feeling like you're at effect to all the things that are happening. Make a choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
I just love that video from Will, guys. I find it extremely inspiring, and I'm hoping that you guys do too. And we're going to end it with a quote from The Alchemist, guys. Following your dreams is like learning a foreign language. You're going to make a lot of mistakes, but you're going to get there in the end. Okay, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope I didn't babble on too much. Hope you were able to actually learn something. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe,